We made it to Sitges today. Sitges, we came down the train. There was a strike, so it wasn't that easy. But yeah, we made it here. It took about an hour. Should take about half an hour, I think, generally, shouldn't it? But yeah, we're here. We're going to walk down to the beach and see what the place is all about. We came to Sitges today, and you can see we came in search of the sun and we found it, which we're really happy about. So yeah, it's about 30 kilometers from Barcelona, just down along the coast. We took the train, and Barcelona was pretty rainy, pretty manic in terms of people. We were really busy, so a bit of a change of pace here. It's quite quiet, it's quite relaxed. We're just along the coast now, so we've just got here. We're just going to have a walk along the promenades. So the Sitges is famous for the prom along the beach and the beaches itself. So yeah, it looks a lovely place. We're going to go maybe find a drink, have some tapas, and see what Sitges is all about. Looks like quite a nice hotel there, but it looks closed. I don't know if anyone knows. Put in the comments if you know it's shut or not, but it certainly looks that way. But it looks like a nice old hotel. La Santa Maria. Have to be careful. Ustkata, Dalga. Gonna get you Islak. So yeah, it's çok dalgalı. Çarşaf gibi yok. Çarşaf gibi yok. It's yeah, we're walking up the steps. We almost got hit by a wave, so you have to be careful there. A nice spot just to sit down, otur, relax. Some keddies down there. Looks like Istanbul. Could be Caddebostan. Evet. And there, look, Kenny following that lady. Where? Yeah. She's going to feed him, I'm sure. Some balık. İki kedi.
Not balık ekmek.
Balık ekmek for us, not for kedi. Evet.
Hamsi tava?
Hamsi tava, evet. We're going to try and find it. This is really nice. Some classic Andalusia vibes. Beautiful back streets. Really quiet here as well, actually. The front is quite busy, but this bit's really lovely and quiet. Check if there's any water in there. Evet. Su içeriz.
Su içerim.
Evet. Kelly veya temiz.
I think temiz su.
Temiz su.
Ne oldu Steve? Köpek kaka yapıyor.
Evet, köpek yapıyor. Ama durmuyor. Bu mahallesi sokak.
Evet.
Çok
Çok güzelmiş.
mavi ve beyaz.
Evet.
Yunanistan gibi.
Have you been in Greece before?
Yok. Just attaching my microphone there.
Ne içiyorsun?
Bir ayçe, bir içerim.
Güzel mi?
Evet. We like biz Sitges. Güzel mi? Çok güzel. Hoşumuza
Biz
gitti.
burayı sevdik.
Evet, evet. Melis çok güzel. Camera woman. Yeah, we can enjoy our beer now. We were looking for the sunshine and we found it. Şerefe? Şerefe. Belki de. Tamam mı? So yeah, we came to Sitges this morning. In Barcelona, the weather yesterday wasn't great, and we were looking for. So we came on this holiday. We wanted some sunshine, but we didn't find it yesterday. But we definitely found it today. So we might just stay here all day. I think it's a beautiful place. See a lot of people just walking along, just enjoying their day, walking the dog. Just a nice place to have a little walk along, a little promenade. And the beach is lovely. I imagine in the summer, lots of people down on the beach. It's a really lovely little place. So I'm glad we came. We've had a look around. It's not just the beachfront, there's some really nice little streets to walk around, little shops. So yeah, it's a very nice little place. And we just sat down, relaxed to have a beer. But I think we'll stay here for a few hours. It's nice. Yeah. So today we came to Girona. Not a straightforward morning because the weather, you can see we've got the umbrella. It's raining a lot, and we got the train here. We were going to go to Zaragoza, but the train tickets were quite expensive. All the main tickets were sold out, so we'd have to go first class. So it was more expensive, so we decided to come to Girona. But to be fair, anywhere we went today was going to be raining basically. So we decided to come here anyway. Read up about it a little online. It's a lovely place. It'd be a lot lovelier obviously if we could sit outside at that nice little cafe there. There's a lot of history in this place. It's quite well known for the sort of city walls, the castles, cathedral. So we're going to have a walk around even though it's raining. It's quite famous actually for the filming of Game of Thrones. One of the seasons, I think season 6, was a lot of it was filmed here, and it sort of doubled as one of the main locations in the series. So we're going to try and find the cathedral there where you might recognise some of the scenes from. So yeah, we're going to make the most of it. It's raining, it's cold and it's wet, but we're going to make the most of it. The train journey here was not bad in the end actually. It was we got the high-speed rail train, and we were going up to sort of like 200 miles an hour, 200 kilometres an hour on the way here, so about 140 mile an hour. So the journey from Barcelona, Sants train station took about 40 minutes, 40 minutes, so it's a decent trip. It's a little complicated buying the tickets, but here we are. So yeah, we'll take a walk and see what we can find in the rain. So here we are in Girona, in the centre now with the cathedral, which is a beautiful old building here. The steps all the way up and down into the city there. You might recognise this one. I mentioned before about Game of Thrones. There was a big scene filmed here in Series 6. And they actually added computer-generated image to make it look like they were looking out to sea at the bottom there, but it's actually just buildings, as you can see. But yeah, nonetheless, it's a really beautiful old place. You've got the city walls. It's very historic, obviously. The city walls, the cathedrals. We're going to go on to see the Arab baths. So it's a beautiful city. We're not lucky with the weather, as we said today. If you come along on a different day, I'm sure it'll be a lovely place to stroll around in the sun, have a drink, have some food, and just admire the craft and the handiwork. The big window there, and the statues are really amazing, the way they've been put together. It really is a beautiful old building. We're going to actually find out if we can go in for free or if there's a charge, so we're going to have a look at the doors, but let's go and have a closer look so we can see a bit more detail on the building. It kind of feels like we're among very few tourists here today, which is no great surprise, but that's kind of good, I suppose, because we're not overcrowded like it is in Barcelona a lot of the time. So we like to come on a couple of day trips when we come to visit places. So today is Girona. We're not fortunate with the weather, but that's one thing we can't control. Actually, it's one of many things we can't control, but this is definitely something. Okay. So yeah, just look at the ticket prices there. It's £7.50, €7.50 to go in just to the cathedral, and there's a sort of like a group ticket that you can pay for a little bit more for that gets you in the museum and one of the other churches here. So it's cost a little bit extra, but just for the cathedral, €7.50, not too bad. So let's take a look. Okay, so when we were talking about the tickets here, the group ticket, that's what it gets you into the Basilica de San Filio, the cathedral and the Museum of Art in Girona. So that was what the group ticket prices were for. We just stopped into the shop actually. Oh, here, okay, so here's a sign just showing you the prices there. So you can decide for yourself if you want to go in or not. It looks beautiful, you can just see pictures there without going in. So yeah, we're just into the shop just to get out of the rain for a little bit. You can see why Game of Thrones scout locations wouldn't come here. It's very well preserved. It does look like, if you took the modern day dress of the tourists, few tourists that are here, out of it, it would look like it did back in the day. This is centuries old. And yeah, you can imagine it being full of people going about their daily lives all those centuries ago. So it feels a bit of a shame that we're here on a day like today because it's a beautiful place, very historic place. It'd be really nice to stroll around here. This is the Arab baths. We tried to go in, but we're told we're not allowed to film in there. So we decided against it. So basically, we're still strolling around, but yeah, it's a beautiful place. It's got a castle. Got the city walls, got the castle up there, and it's really like the fortifications you can see here, the battlements. It really is a lovely place. I have to come back on a sunnier day because it's just a shame it's such a horrible day today. Not Girona's fault, of course, but you can see how much. It got heavier rain. You can see it's actually like a river of water flowing through the old historic streets here. So, but there we go. This is life. Yürüyoruz.
Evet.
Yürüyoruz.
Yoruldun mu?
Yok. Yok.
Hava nasıl?
Hava iyi değil.
Evet.
Kötü.
Çok kötü.
Yürüyoruz.
Nereye yürüyoruz? River. Nehire.
Nehre.
Nehire doğru yürüyoruz.
Denizde.
Deniz yok burada.
Deniz yok.
Deniz, kum, güneş.
Köprüsü.
Köprüsü.
Kırmızı-
Boğaz Köprüsü.
Kırmızı Köprüsü. Boğaz Köprüsü. Evet, yürüyoruz.
Like always.
Always. Bir de çok yürüyoruz.
Çok yürüyoruz.
This holiday. Bir yolculuk.
We need another holiday.
I think we need a holiday after this.
After this, yeah.
The mad artist. Mad but brilliant. So I like sculptures of him, like the bust of him through his ocean. I'm just providing the umbrella for Melis at the moment. Şemsiye Miller. What is that? Looks like a sinek.
Sinek.
Sinek var.
I think we should go that way.
I think what we need to find is Belter.
Beltür. Caddebostan.
Otururuz, Belter, kahve içeriz. And right off.
Biz ne zaman İstanbul'a gidiyoruz?
Evet.
Ne zaman?
Ne zaman?
Yakında.
Yakında. Evet. And we'll do video. İstanbul video. Video. Okay, so we just sat down for a little tapas and vermouth, which is a drink that we like. We just started having here, rojo vermouth, so the red vermouth, and it's a little sort of offer they've got on. You can have some chips and just a little bit of tapas, some like meat, olives, cheese, and yeah, we haven't got long till we need to get the train, so we're basically having a little pit stop again, get out of the rain. Well, it's cleared up a little bit, but yeah, I think we're just big fans of vermouth. We're going to buy some to take home with us as well, I think. So, xerefe.